That's 16.
Oh, you know what? You know what I might be adding?
What?
Green Lantern.
See, I'm on the fence. I'm on the fence because I will say that I am a Green Lantern fan, but I am so I know the mythos in the sense of like how deep Green Lantern is.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you think Superman and Batman are convoluted. Green Lantern, it's like...
Yes. No, I totally get that. But the reason why I'm thinking about it is because Jo is going to be there. They're adding her to the Green Lantern continuity.
Oh, I see.
And I love her character. Like, absolutely love her character.
Court of conflict. Teen Lantern arrives.
So it was in Flash. If you look in the Flash book at the very end, there's a 1-page preview.
I haven't read our books this week. I've been working on this.
Yes, okay. So I'm still going to tell you at the end of Flash. Mm-hmm. No, this is not part of the book. I'm saying like after Flash is over, like just like the book is over, the very last page is just a one-page preview trying to pitch you Green Lantern. Hey, read Green Lantern. This is why. These are the 3 Green Lanterns that will be featured. And it's it looks like it's going to be a majority black team, which I'm super excited about. One of the main characters is Jo. Super excited about. Guy Gardner's the other one, and then this teenage girl that I cannot remember her name.
Teen Lantern. Jaden, so the first thing you said about the Suicide Squad trailer, I think it looks amazing, even though I know nothing about the team. The trailer already outweighs the original Suicide Squad movie. That movie was bad, and so the trailer, I think I said this to Nate, James Gunn is a superhero horror director. Like, that's what he does. Like, he does that so well. And so like he's built for like supernatural horror films, and he is built to make fantastic, true to continuity in what's it called, actual like comic book movies. So that movie to me looks interesting. I could be wrong. I think maybe some, if you're a huge Suicide Squad fan and you watched it and you were like, this looks horrible, I could be way off, but I think it looks great.
See, and I also agree that Teen Lantern doesn't seem very interesting, which is why I totally wrote the book off whenever we saw the first previews and stuff like that. I was just like, I want Green Lantern. I do want to know Green Lantern. I am a sci-fi nerd, and so like, why would I not dive into the DC's biggest sci-fi character?
Yeah.
But I was just like, I just don't know. This is where I want to dive in right now. But then, whenever they showed me that preview page, and they showed that she was going to be they say she's going to be a main focus. Maybe she won't be, but they said like issue 2 is specifically about her coming back from the planet she's on now in her own series and coming back into continuity, essentially.
I need to read that. Like, I know you have most of all the issues, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or no?
I think I'm missing one, and I'm pretty sure Ron has it on the wall.
Yeah,
There's a few of those back issues.
I need to read it because like you talked about it, and I was like, this sounds badass. Because I like. Okay, I'm gonna say something that's probably super controversial, and everyone's gonna be like, "What?" But as a younger, when I was a kid, and would watch like the Justice League cartoons and stuff like that, like Green Lantern's my favorite, and I know he's a joke for like a lot of DC readers and like a lot of DC like just jokes out there, but to me, Green Lantern's I think Green Lantern's the fucking coolest, to be absolutely honest.
See, sorry.
What? No, go for it.
I was just going to say, like, I don't have a perception of, like, what hardcore DC fans feel about certain characters yet. Like, I still am just not sure.
Right.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that people sort of...
Well, like, if you watch, like...
dunked on Green Lantern.
Some people do. And then, like, if you... Like, I don't know if you've seen the Lego movie. Like, he is the butt of jokes in that movie. Like,
what?
Green Lantern
like
is...
The original Lego movie?
Yeah.
With Will Ferrell in it?
Yeah.
I don't remember Green Lantern in that at all.
It's like he's always like Green Lantern's always like up Superman's ass, like trying to be friends with him and shit like that. I don't know. I like Green Lantern. I've never, outside of us actually getting into DC and like rediscovering Batman. I never really was a big Batman fan.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of the same with Superman. Like, Superman's cool, but I just have never, I don't know, I've just never really identified with DC. That being said, now that we're jumping into DC Comics, I'm actually, like, the fact that they've kind of haven't done a hard reset, yet there's kind of a reset.
Yeah.
And they, you know, the writers that are writing the books that we're reading have made it super easy to, like, get into it. And, like, I think Tinian definitely helps me want to read Batman.
Jonah Hill voices him.
Yeah, he does. Like, he's like annoying the entire movie, and I'm like, that's not Green Lantern. Like,
I don't know why I didn't catch that. But it's also been a long time since I've seen it.
If you watch it again, it's like it's pretty prominent in it. Like, he's just like a total nerd.
So also, by the way, I at the time that I started picking actually, Far Sector was one of the first 10 comics I ever picked up in my life. Far Sector 1. That was one of the first books I jumped on, and I had it was when I had no clue what I wanted to read or what I wanted to get into.
Yeah.
And I literally only picked it up because N.K. Jemisin was writing it, and her books are fucking amazing. But I didn't know anything about first appearances or any of that stuff, or second printings or third printings or B covers or whatever. And so I just chose the one that I liked the cover the most on, because they're all the same price. Why, that's what you're supposed to do, right? Mm-hmm. And then of course the one that I chose ended up being like the one that is, I like it and I'm glad I have it, but like, who cares, sort of a thing. And so I was going through just last night when I read the Flash book, and I saw that she was literally officially in continuity, 100%. Here she is, like, she's going to be
in it.
Considered from Earth Prime. I was like, I have to get a cover A right now.
Okay.
And I actually won a bid on eBay today.
Can you order that Green Lantern book yet, or is it too late on FOC for the current one that's coming out? It's probably too late.
It is, because 11 comes out next week. You can get 12, but that's the last issue.
No. I'm talking about Green Lantern next week.
Oh.
Doesn't Ron set up like a Wednesday item?
So you can still add it, so it's orange, so you can add it, and what it'll do is send them an alert through Comic Hub, and if they have enough allocations, they'll confirm it, and you'll get a little alert, and it'll say, because I actually have one right here for one of my books. It will say confirmed next to it.
Gotcha.
So you'll get a little thing that says app order received, and then it'll tell you the book, because I just did it for X-Corp #1, which I actually missed the cutoff for.
Oh, you did? Yeah.
But they confirmed it for me anyway.
I had it, dude.